Welcome back to Wine, Liars, and Beer. I'm Amy.
And I'm Dina.
And we actually had a week.
Yes, we did.
This week we had some major...
bumps in the road?
Is that what you want to call them?
I guess. I mean...
I'm going to call them no, they're not bumps.
They were like...
There's the difference between a bump...
And a mountain?
Yeah. You want to...
It was fucked up.
Yeah, it definitely
it
was. All right, so as everyone knows, we hashtag Black Cloud Life Fit all the time while we're hashtag living our best life. So we always anticipate something going wrong.
Yeah. I don't think we anticipated the
events.
The events that happened. I mean, I think both of us kind of had an uneasy feeling.
Yeah.
But then, one thing led to another.
Right, I know. So I mean, we've got some common threads, common themes in all of our conversations, and we're firm believers of fate, and things happen for a reason, and, we think that the little bumps are just like games that are being played, the little black clouds, but this is a string. If you could talk, about things going wrong for us, a lot of things went wrong.
Yeah.
So, when do you make a decision to say, something is telling me not to do this and I should probably listen?
Yeah. And
so,
do something else.
Right. It took us a little bit of time. So, we were supposed to go to a music festival how much do you think they have in attendance?
Tens of thousands.
Tens of?
Yeah, I don't
think.
I'm imagining. I don't know. I'm bad. I'm so bad at
guessing numbers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can pinpoint a number.
I know.
So there was this festival that we were supposed to go to that had thousands and thousands and thousands of people that we've been to once before. And the last time we were there, we had an extremely convenient location about where we stayed.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is walking distance.
A music festival where people camp and bring their RVs, and they have different sections: car camping, tent camping, RV camping, and it's at Hunter Mountain.
Yeah, and the last time we went, we had a condo right next to the mountain.
Right.
And that was convenient because we just could walk through the camping area to get to the festival.
Right, and go back to the condo home.
Yeah.
Anytime we felt a little overwhelmed, or if weather was
maybe
bad.
Like a 15-minute walk.
Right, and one of the days it was 90 degrees, so if we wanted to go and get a not $10 bottle of water, we could walk and get it. Or if it got a little cold, we can walk and get a sweatshirt. We could just go as we were. It was very nice. It was very easy. And at the time, it was pretty affordable.
Yeah, for the amount of people.
Right. So this year, we wanted to go back because it was such a nice time last time. But when we looked at condos, what happened?
They were way too much money for the amount of people that... It was even more... I think we have the same amount of people.
Yeah, we did.
It was just $1,000
People started
more.
getting greedy. Yeah, they were getting greedy. So it was not worth it. To spend that amount of money on a weekend for a music festival was silly.
Yeah.
For us to do instead of using that money towards an additional adventure.
Yeah. So we had decided to rent a house within driving distance. It was only 12 miles or so away. It wasn't far. And we were going to get a, on-premise parking pass so that at least we would have the car to go back and forth if we needed to. And the house was very inexpensive.
And adorable.
Yeah, it was cute.
4-bedroom house. Would cost us all under $100 for the weekend.
Yeah.
And,
had a backyard with a grill and a fire pit, I think I read. Yeah.
Yeah, so it could be a double vacation, a chill and then go see music at night, because the day performers, music festival, it's all day thing. We weren't really into the day performers, but we were into the major headliners that usually come later at night. So we had this plan, and everything worked out. We started planning this in November.
Yeah.
All right, we purchased tickets in November.
Yeah, because there was a payment plan with the actual tickets to the festival. So
yeah, so it was all set. We were all ready to go. We're counting down multiple weeks now, because we've been talking about it even on here for weeks. And when we get there, we were going to, just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
It's a good way to start the summer of adventures as well. It's our first major weekend away.
Yeah. So what was like the first bump in the road there?
The first bump in the road for me was when they had posted on Instagram that their general admission was sold out.
I mean, the whole thing is, besides VIP, the whole thing is general admission.
Right,
so the whole...
And we're talking this entire mountain.
Yeah.
How do you sell out an entire mountain of space? Last time it wasn't sold out by any means because they sold day passes daily.
Oh,
you remember that?
Yep,
People could buy for the day and show up for the day and enjoy themselves.
But you had to buy 3-day passes.
Now, there was no day passes available because all of the 3-day passes sold out like that. So I'm thinking, wow, if there were that many people when it wasn't sold out, how uncomfortable is it going to be? It's not so much the getting there that I was worried about, the leaving, because everybody waits for the end of the show. You come in dribs and drabs and you show up and you're in and out all day long, like I said, for the smaller names, but when you're staying
the headliners are pretty decent, too. So.
All right, so for example, the first one, we saw Kid Rock, right?
Yep.
And there was a lot of people there. And then when we were leaving, it was chaos. They only had one way out. Yep. So it was like herds, and it's kind of scary. Yeah. And I don't know. I really get an eerie feeling when stuff like that happens.
That. And then we were, like I said, we wanted to buy the on-premise parking pass. And I guess we kind of waited till the last minute on that just because I kept forgetting to buy it. And those were sold out. So they did have off-premise parking. But then you have to worry about getting on a shuttle, getting to the festival, getting to the mountain from the shuttle.
And how many shuttles do you think they could possibly have?
And how many people are, taking the shuttle.
Right.
And then, if you want to bring chairs, it was just very inconvenient.
And then the new rules came in effect, kind of last minute.
Yeah.
And one of the rules was that you couldn't bring a backpack that had a pocket. It had to be like just a drawstring bag. And like I said last time, we had encountered weather.
Yep.
Differences in weather from really hot during the day to really cold at night. And like you purchase stuff or you have your chairs or your blankets or your towels and to fit.
There's a lot of vendors there selling things. Yeah.
You put your stuff in a small little bag, and it just makes it for not being prepared. I didn't want to not feel prepared, and having a small little bag like that, I don't know if I would feel super or prepared enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, but the world that we live in, you need to be prepared.
Yeah, super prepared. I agree.
That was another one for me.
And then
I want to go back to the parking situation for a second, because one of the reasons why you did wait so long was because we were undecided about it, because we were going with another person who did have the means to take us back and forth.
Yes.
So the fact that means to take us back and forth was excess because their plans changed, that was another sign.
Yeah.
We didn't have an entire group with us. We had people leaving a day early and coming almost a whole day late. So we would have been totally alone for a lot of the 3 days.
Yep.
Which, why are we alone?
Yeah.
Why are people not coming till this time? Why are they leaving at this time, So you have to, think in retrospect. All right, so what else happened?
And then I guess, really, the nail in the coffin here is Wednesday night. Well, I guess Thursday morning I woke up, checked my email.
Wait, no, there's something else.
Before that?
Yes. There was 5 of us going all together. Bands were mailed out at the beginning of May.
That's right, yes.
2 of them came. 3 of them never made it.
Yes.
Yeah. So out of the 5 bands, more than half of the bands
did not show up.
And you need these bands. You have to guard them with your life. You have to register them ahead of time.
That's your ticket in and out of the place. Yeah, anytime you leave and exit. Yeah.
It's like a Disney. I don't know if anybody's familiar with magic bands or even been to a festival before, because I think all festivals have that chip in them now.
I think it's just kind of holding accountable of who's in the festival, who's out of the festival, things like that. So that was a little bit stressful as well. And then I guess then after that, when I woke up Thursday morning and I checked my email, I had this very bizarre email, which actually I thought for sure it was some type of scam email. Yeah. And it said, Dear Dina, we are sorry to inform you that the homeowner of the house that you booked has to cancel your booking at this time. Now, this was on Thursday morning, or I guess, no, maybe it was Wednesday morning. It was Wednesday morning, and then we were leaving Friday.
No, it was Thursday, I believe.
Oh, Thursday?
Yeah, I think
okay.
because it was so last minute. I know the last 5 days are kind of like bunched together. Yeah. But
right. So,
no, it was Thursday. You probably got it Wednesday night, so
into
Thursday morning, and then all day Thursday.
Yes. Oh, that is right. Yes. Okay. And then,
So you sent me the screenshot of you sent me the screenshot of the email, and I'm like, instantly send you the text message back. I'm selling my bands.
Yeah. Because
I am selling tickets.
There was not one positive thing that led up to that weekend.
I can't
this weekend.
imagine. And I am not saying that I anticipated it to be a severe tragedy as we have had recently. I am saying it would have been tragic for us.
Yeah.
Something tragic would have happened to us. Mm-hmm. Whether it's a trip and fall and a broken bone, whether it's getting elbowed because we're near a fight.
Yeah. Just something would make us not enjoy what we were doing.
Enjoy it and not want to do it ever again. And we kind of like doing it.
Yeah.
I just felt really overwhelmed.
So I was okay with that. And then I think the next text message I said was, let's go to Angry Orchard.
Yes.
Because I've been told about that.
You don't move forward from that at all.
I'm not.
So then I'm like, I'm selling the bands.
Yeah.
So I, go right away to sell the bands, right?
Yes, you did.
And they sold right away.
Right away. Yeah.
Right away. And I'm like, oh my God, this is another sign.
Yeah.
All right, everything that was leading up to it is all right, Black Cloud, half the bands didn't come.
Yeah.
Black Cloud, no parking.
Yeah.
Black Cloud, this. Condo canceled.
Yep.
Sign.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the difference between Black Cloud and sign?
And we weren't going to do anything unless we sold those wristbands.
Right, because that was over $400 that we needed to get back.
Yeah.
All right, so I list the wristbands, and right away I start getting... I don't even list them. I freaking make a comment. I went on the Taste of Country Facebook page, and I put in the comments of like where it said that they were sold out, that I had 2 tickets that I was willing to sell if anybody wanted them, and right away my PM box, my private message box, got overwhelmed with...
Really?
Responses.
Yeah.
Will you sell one? Will you do this? So the first girl wanted to talk to her friend and get back to me. And then since I was so just in haste trying to get rid of these things, there was something about them that was like holding this bad energy. The second girl texted me, and she said, will you get rid of one? And at this point...
Yeah, at that point we'll take anything.
Right, we decided that it was better to at least have a definite one than none at all. So I message her back, and I say, yes, I'll get rid of one. And she says, $200, right? And I said, yes, I just want back what I paid for it. And she said, if you drop it off in Huntington, I'll give you $225. And I'm 20 minutes away, so I'm like, okay. And you didn't even have to do that. At this point, I was willing to pay the overnight shipping cost to mail them to anybody else. So we make arrangements to meet that day, and I accidentally forgot that I didn't have my car, and the bands were in my car. So I'm like, I'll bring them later, because I didn't want her to think that I'm like, trying to be a con artist or whatever. So I come home and I'm like, man, I don't want to do that drive again, because weekends on Long Island are starting to get a little bit hectic when you're going eastbound, and we're east and they were west. So coming home would have been a nightmare. So I asked if I could bring them on my lunch break the following day, and she's like, yes. And she gives me her brother's phone number, and so sweet. I mean, I'm not going to go into detail like the words that were exchanged, but I could just tell, like, through the minimal conversations that I was having, that she was adorable, and it was for her brother, and she's asked me to go to her dad's auto shop in Huntington Station on Jericho Turnpike, and everything's legit on their part, and I felt totally comfortable. It was like the first time I've ever sold anything on Facebook before in my life. But I just needed to get rid of these tickets, because getting rid of the tickets was going to be the final sign that we were doing the right thing.
Yes. Were you nervous?
Of course I was nervous. I'm meeting strangers. I have no idea what they look like. They sound great in text. I didn't even hear their voice.
I guess anyone could sound great in text.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I could have been misreading these signs. Like I was misreading everything else. So the next day, she texted me at 10:30, and just about the time I was about to leave, so it was like perfect timing. She's like, here's my brother's number. can you text him and, like, you know, give him a heads up when you're on my way? I said, okay, done. I text him because I'm on my way. And she's like, oh, awesome, great, that's great. So I get there, sweet, no traffic. I get there earlier than I'm supposed to. I find a parking spot in the mayhem of Huntington. I had no idea that it was going to be crazy parking during the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And you know how great I am at parking. That was sarcasm because you can't see my face. And then, you know, I get in there and I say to the secretary, I'm like, I'm here for Stu. And she's like, oh, he's not going to be here till Monday. And I'm like, wait, what? And then she's like, oh, you're here with the tickets? And I'm like, yeah. But my, like, heart dropped when she said that first, you know? Because I'm like, oh, my God, I'm here. Came all the way here. It was my lunch hour. So then the kid comes running out, adorable, like 21, 22 maybe. He's so excited. You could just see the excitement on his face. I'm, like, ready to hand the tickets because I'm just so trusting. And he's sitting there counting out the money. He gives it to me. Everything's cool. I'm just about to take a picture of the money, because it's a lot of money for us, send it to you, and be like, yo, one down. We're halfway there. Oh, wait. I missed a very important spot. A very important thing. I have to rerun. Nope. We can go with this for a second.
Okay.
All right. So as I am driving, I get a text message from this sweet boy. And he says, I tried to register the tickets because I, like, gave him the whole package.
Yeah, and you didn't register them.
Nope. And that was another sign.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why weren't we so eager to register these bracelets?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, he sends me a text message. He's like, oh, the you know, I tried to register the bracelets and it says it's already registered. Do you know why that would be? And then I'm thinking, are you freaking kidding me right now? But then he sends me another text message and he's like, it's okay if you registered them already. I'll just hold on to it for dear life and I'll make sure I don't lose it.
Oh,
so I'm like, send me a picture of the back of the bracelet. I'm driving right now, but I'm going to call them. Getting in touch with anybody from Taste of Country was near impossible. I sent email.
Yeah.
I called.
I was calling. Yeah.
We were both calling.
Yes. And it was just an automated message.
Yes.
If you're getting this message, that means that all Taste of Country
and it said,
reps
don't
are
leave
busy.
A message.
Yes.
And then I sent a Facebook messenger, and they sent back, oh, tell me what your problem is so I can help you. So I tell my problem, and hours go by, I don't hear anything. Yeah. Then I find this, like, text message, TOC help, text TOC help. He answers me. I'm like, I need help ASAP. His response was, call customer service.
Oh my
they
God.
can help you. So I was like, I can't. Now, this is hours later, all right? This problem happened at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. We're now talking almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon when somebody finally answers me. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to give this freaking kid his money back. We can't send him up there with a void ticket.
And you're texting me, I'm trying to do my job, like...
I wanted to cry.
Like,
I didn't want to tell the kid what was going on, so I texted him, you know, just to touch base. Touch base. I said, there was a glitch. They're working on it now. I'll let you know when it's solved. So it turns out that this is what happened. I had found another outlet to sell the second ticket through this.
Through Taste of Country told you to do this.
Yes. Taste of Country told me to do it. This company called Lyte, Lyte. And they, it's kind of like StubHub and FanPage and all the other things, except instead of listing the ticket and waiting for somebody to buy it, there's none of that. There's no middleman. You give it to Lyte, they give you the money. It's over. So they had, obviously, had people waiting for tickets, because as soon as I offered the ticket, they offered me a lot more money.
So Lyte buys the ticket from you.
And they sell it to somebody else.
What happens if they don't sell the ticket?
Then you don't sell your ticket. So let's say it goes like this.
So they have to have someone in
lined
line
up.
to buy the ticket. Okay.
So say, all right, TOC GA was sold out 2 days ago. I'm looking for passes. I go to Lyte and I say I want a ticket. What am I willing to spend? I put in how much I'm willing to spend. If that ticket comes in, they take that money and then they give you the money. I could offer them my ticket and somebody might not come in to buy it. So I could be at a loss. But I knew people were looking for the ticket. So I was willing to go. So it wasn't a ton. I just said a lot more money. It wasn't a ton more money, but it was more money than what we spent on the ticket. So of course I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
I wanted what we got back.
That's all we were looking for.
If I got less than what we paid for it at this point, I would have been happy, right? So I sell it to them, and I thought it was all clear. So I'm like, "Ooh, 2 tickets sold." The end. The only thing with Light was I had to wait for verification. So that money was taking a little while to get in.
But it came in quicker than you thought it was going to.
A lot quicker.
Yes.
So then when I'm not hearing from Taste of Country, I hear back from them, and Taste of Country says to me, "Well, you sold your tickets on Light. That's why your order was canceled." Because my entire order was canceled. That's how I found out.
That's what was wrong with... That's why his ticket wasn't getting registered.
The entire order was canceled. So I send Taste of Country another Facebook message, and I say, okay, so here's the information that I sold 1 ticket, not 2 of the order of 2 on Light. When you find out from your partner and you validate this information and you confirm that I'm telling the truth, could you please reactivate bracelet E00, blah, blah, blah. Long and short of it, 7 o'clock at night, bracelet gets activated, kid can register it, and I can breathe. But it freaking took the life out of me.
Would it be weird if you reached out to him to see if he enjoyed the concert?
No, I'm going to ask, I think.
Should,
because he has no idea
what we went through.
He doesn't. Or why we're not going, or, whatever the situation was. And I was also telling the guy, because they did eventually call me, but then he was like, okay, send the picture to Facebook Messenger. Oh my God, I don't want to hang up with this guy, but what am I going to do? I said, I'm sending a kid up there. Like, I don't want... I'm like, what should I do? He's like, don't send anybody up there until this is... What do you mean until it's solved? You're giving me my ticket back. You guys made a mistake. So it was very stressful. So Dina, we'll get back to you and your suggestion. I said, we can either wash it or we could do something else because we had already both taken days.
Yes.
So it's kind of impossible to reverse when you're granted permission. So we were going to have a 3-day weekend, whether we were curled up in bed from, stress. I know it doesn't sound like stress, but...
No, it was stressful.
It was very stressful.
Yeah. So then I had that suggestion of saying maybe we should do Angry Orchard. Because I've been wanting to do it in the fall time because, I hear it's beautiful up there in the fall time with all the apples on the trees and whatever. So that was my suggestion. You said, let's do it. And then I kind of second-guessed it, and I said, well, maybe let's stay home, we'll do some things around here, save the money.
And I was like,
no, you said no. You suggest that was the first idea that came to your head.
And that's not even what I was thinking, because I was in music fest mode. So there's so many festivals going on weekend of June 8th and 9th. Yeah. So I thought maybe we would just find another more low-key one to go to. That wasn't sold out. That was more local, like Northside, Brooklyn. The Northside Fest is going on right now. We could have just took a train to Brooklyn Friday and, continued Saturday and Sunday to do other things or whatever. I was really looking to fill the time on Friday.
Yeah.
So, you rent a... I said, I'm in charge of the ticket money. I had to do the selling of the ticket and get that money. Do you know, the money came back for the condo.
For the house. So I got the money back for the house, and then... I put myself in charge of lodging for our new adventure. So I found a hotel up in Pine Bush, New York, and it was like $105 a night. So I said, here we go, 1 room left. And one room left. I went onto their website, the Harvest Inn. I booked the hotel, and off we went.
We did. And it was pretty easy travel.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we were exhausted, but...
I think we were just mentally drained. Yeah.
So it felt like it took a long time to get up there, but we didn't really hit too much trouble getting off Long Island.
A little traffic getting
but
out
nothing I think it was 17 minutes or something.
Nothing crazy.
That's nothing for leaving Long Island.
So, we get to the hotel.
Well, no, we don't get to the hotel yet. Right? We're driving up there, and I turn down this, road, and there's nothing but homes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was like a neighborhood.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did we put the right address
and
in?
the GPS was like, your destination will be on your right in
so
0.2
scared.
miles. And
I'm like, oh my god, if we came to the wrong place.
because we put the address in, not the hotel room.
We didn't put the hotel name.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm thinking, oh my god. I'm like having a flashback of, did I book a ticket from New York to Dallas instead of Dallas to New York? Like, did we not go to the right place?
So we came to that 0.2 miles, and there was a little inn on the right.
Yeah.
And there was a little diner, like literally a diner across the street, and just like condos are all around. It was very bizarre, yeah.
And then one tiny little shopping center with the nail
salon,
a Zumba.
Yeah.
And we get in, and the hotel is kind of like different.
Yeah, something was different about it.
Mm-hmm.
The people were a little different inside.
Yeah.
Nothing like bad.
No.
Just like dressed up, really nice.
And Dina's checking in, and I had to go to the bathroom, so I go into the gift shop, just to pass the time. And I see like this convention materials, and all of the convention materials were religious related. So I come out and I'm like, oh, there must be a religious convention going on around here.
Yeah.
We were starving, so we were looking for something to eat.
It was almost dinner time at this point. Yes. It was like early dinner time.
because we didn't leave till like 12 o'clock.
Yeah, a little after 12.
And then, we like to drink, so we were looking for like a brewery or whatever.
Yeah, but something in like walking distance would have been nice.
Right. And then we were like, screw it, fuck it, let's just walk to the diner.
It was like a cute little diner that you would like see in a movie.
Yeah, with like an old-fashioned tin diner.
Yeah, so we walked in there, and the woman there, I don't even know her name, do we?
No, and I'm so sad we didn't like get a chance to talk to her, because she was going to be our guest.
Yes. In our mind, she was going to be our guest.
we were going to ask her to come over and talk to us, because she was a local, and she had some experiences up there, which
we'll get into. Yeah. But we walked in there, and the vibe in there was just so friendly.
Yeah, they were welcoming. We were treated like royalty.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And I think the owners, they were Greek.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We were Insta friends.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And so our waitress came up to us, and, I opened the menu, and I noticed there was, like, an extensive drink menu, like, this first page. Yeah. And it was, like, cocktails, frozen drinks, beer, wine. And I was like, wow.
So first I'm like, I'm just going to get a Bud Light.
No, I was like, I'm getting a strawberry daiquiri.
Yeah, and then I'm like, that sounds good. I've been dreaming about them because I've been thinking about this daiquiri place, the drive-through daiquiri place for days.
And then the waitress comes up to us, and she's like, you girls look like you need a martini list. And we were like, a martini list? So she's like, yeah, we make the best martinis, and I know that because I make them myself. She was like the bartender / waitress of this diner.
/ manager.
Yeah, / night manager. Yes. So she brought us over the list, and
it was extensive.
It was very extensive.
It's beautiful.
So we started with the first choice. Well, we each had different ones, I think.
Yeah, we did.
I think I started with like the tropical martini or something, and you started with something else.
Upside down pineapple.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah.
And
there was blue Hawaiian.
Yeah. So one of those turned into
6.
Yeah. Well, 3 each.
Yeah.
We don't want to get crazy here.
But yeah.
But they were loving us.
They were.
Mm-hmm.
And they invited us back. So
wait.
So this is where we are right now.
Okay, so it's somewhat normal, and now we're sitting at the table, and we're sipping our martinis in martini glasses.
And we were talking about how kind of slow it was and nice, that it was empty, and you had overheard them say...
No. Before that, remember we were sitting at the table, and all of a sudden that car drove by the window?
Yeah.
And I said, Aim,
there was
what is that? So I'm looking, and I start looking around, and all of a sudden we noticed there was like a lot of UFO and alien paraphernalia all around the place, and I'm like...
And on the front of the menu at the same time I noticed that it said UFO sightings, blank, blank,
and I didn't even notice that. And it was called Cup and Saucer.
And the saucer was a flying saucer.
Yes.
All right, so we have an eavesdropper with us at the moment. Say hello, eavesdropper. He just couldn't wait. We're a little bit late with dropping the episode, and we have somebody who's like dying to hear what's going on. So if you hear some chatter in the background, it's because we've got an unanticipated guest. But here we go. Okay, so the diner is called Cup and Saucer.
Yes. So we're sitting at the table, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm watching out the window because I lifted the blinds up because they have paintings on all of the windows. And I'm like, oh, those are nice. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck just drove by this window? And I said, Aim, look outside. And then all of a sudden, you hear like a siren because it was there was a siren coming from the car.
It was an old police car.
Yeah.
Like
with a little red light on top.
Black and white. And instead of police on the side, it
said UFO something.
Yeah.
UFO police finder or
UFO finder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like the Ghostbusters.
That's what it reminded me of.
But the alien car.
So, and everyone else was like not fazed by what was driving by the window. So then that's when you said, oh my God, I have to go outside and take a picture with that thing. So you left, you went outside, and I'm sitting at the table drinking the martini, and now I hear the waitress at the next table, like our waitress was with the people at the next table, and she's like, oh, were you guys here for the UFO festival? And now I'm like listening, and she was saying how it was the second biggest UFO festival in the world or in the country. I don't even remember. And then all of a sudden, so now Amy, you came back inside with the owner of the restaurant, and he comes up to the table, he puts his arm around me, he's like, your friend has some good news here. And I'm like, are you going to tell me about this UFO festival? And you're like, yes, so...
I was so excited.
Yeah.
We love paranormal activity stuff. We love...
And we were looking for something
ghost
to do.
hunting and aliens. Oh my God.
Yeah. So the waitress kind of gave us a rundown of what it was like.
And they had like literature all over the place that we just walked right by. So we never even... I mean, we were so oblivious at this point. I think we were starving.
Yeah.
And thirsty.
Yes. So, we...
and there was an alien in the restaurant.
Yes.
I forgot about the alien. We took a picture.
The little kid alien. Yes. So we decided that's what we're doing. Yep. All right, so we changed our whole plan. It started at 10 o'clock in the morning. We could not get up early enough to get ready for this thing. We find out that there's also some other activities associated with this. Yes.
Besides the alien fashion show and the alien parade and the alien scavenger hunt, there was a CE-5 happening at 9:30 that night.
Wait.
No freaking way. So CE-5 means Close Encounter of the Fifth Kind.
Which they actually explained to us what that meant.
Yes. It's when you get some activity but not direct activity.
Yeah, I think he said, what was it, 1 through... what? Like...
I think 5 might have been it. Was it?
1 through 5?
Yeah, because 1 would be immediate, face-to-face. Third would be like, it's there. And then 5 is still at a distance.
Yes.
The big bitch encounter.
I don't know, man. If you were there, let us. So we go to the UFO festival. It was awesome. Yeah. And I found. I'm a big fan of Edgar Allan Poe. I think I've even said this before, right?
Well, because when we went to North Carolina, we found the Poe Tavern.
Yes.
So that was exciting. And that was another sign.
So when we were at the diner, there was a Poe tattoo card, and I was like, we should go get tattoos at Poe Tattoos. And turns out that Poe Tattoos was giving away like pretty much free alien tattoos.
Yeah, for $30.
Yeah, $30 alien tattoos the following day.
And I think we were the first ones in.
Yeah, we were.
In the place that morning. Because they actually opened early. They usually open at noon, but they were open at 10.
Yeah, I ran there and I'm like, the door's open, let's go. And they actually helped us out because we knew about the alien scavenger hunt, but we didn't really know the process of it.
Yes.
So there was guys in there, and he was like hooking us up with all kinds of goods. Right? Yeah. And he's, pulled out the scavenger hunt paper and showed us where to get it, but you have to find aliens all over town and you win prizes. So we got our alien tattoos in there. We were the first ones in there.
Yeah, and they were so nice. Yep. So we got the tattoos.
And then we spent the rest of the day, morning, really, around town, like It was pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of vendors and a lot of
like your street
interesting
fair
people.
alien theme again. Magic shows
Yes.
with aliens, alien makeup going on all day long.
Yeah, there was like an alien pageant.
Yep.
That was happening. Mm-hmm.
It was cool, and the weather
was beautiful.
and they have a UFO museum there.
Yes, we didn't.
You can go into the paranormal museum. But then we took a break in the middle of the day to go visit the Angry Orchard.
Yes, Angry Orchard cider house.
Y'all know about that because it's sold in stores.
Yeah.
It's on tap around here.
Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of different flavors
even in
that
BJ's.
Yeah, that you can't get around here. They had there because obviously that's where they, I guess, brew it.
Yeah,
Is that what
that's
it's called?
That's their headquarters.
Yeah, and it was
It's
beautiful.
huge.
It was. Yes, because when we pulled in, we had to drive a little bit still, and then walk after that to get to the actual cider house.
Yeah, it was gigantic.
There was a tree house, which apparently was on that TV show that's on like HDTV, the Treehouse.
Oh, really?
Thing. Yes, somebody told me that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, again, don't forget that this was a whim. This was like it was on the bucket list, so it was something that we were planning on doing eventually. But we did not look into it. There was a lot of stuff going on that if we had planned it, there was a big festival with a movie playing outside at the dark time.
Yes.
With food trucks and wine and beer tasting. The Orchard actually had a tasting at 6:00 at night, where you could do like private tours, and that was kind of fun. But it was cool. They had the big games.
Yes. Jenga.
Chess.
Cornhole.
They had live music.
Really good.
Yeah.
Like, 2 guys, one on the drums, one playing the guitar.
Apple cider donuts.
They had some food trucks there.
2 pizza.
Yeah.
And
Pizza.
yeah, a pizza food truck. Oh, I forgot that. We actually had pizza in Pine Bush, and it was like roses, Kevin. I'm comparing here, but it was pretty damn close.
Yeah, it was good.
Whoa.
The size and the taste, yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah.
And it was like in a next to an oil company.
Yeah, there were a lot of pizza places
There was 3 in the small little main street. Yeah.
But back to the Angry Orchard place, we actually, it was a free tasting.
Oh, yes.
Right?
When does that ever happen?
They give you a cap to
It's a
the
token.
orchard.
Yeah.
The Angry Orchard cider.
And you get a free tasting
Yeah.
just for showing up.
Yeah, there's 3 ciders that they let you taste.
Yeah.
Now, I was looking at the sign above where we got our tasting, and they said Monday through Thursday or something, you get to kind of pick between the ones, but then on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they give you
They
the
were
3.
open Monday through Thursday?
I guess maybe during
Summer?
busy
Okay,
hours.
okay.
So we had I think it was the original. We had the tasting, the rosé, because it was National
Rosé Day.
Yes, National Rosé Day. And then there was one other one that we had. It was
I-
the drier one, she
No,
said.
No, there was like crisp apple.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
No.
I don't remember. But they had one that was like sat in a bourbon barrel,
Yes.
and then it sat in a maple
Did
barrel.
you taste that one?
I tasted that
Oh, you
one.
did?
Yeah.
That's
mhm.
right. And it was like straight up liquor, right?
12%.
Yes.
Yeah, you breathed bourbon after you tasted it. I actually gave it back to him because they gave it to me in a shot glass. Yeah, I drank half of it and said, "Nope, you can have it. Thank you."
Yeah.
But they had a pear
Yes, the pear was good.
and the red apple.
The green apple one.
The rosé was my favorite of the day.
Yeah, you kept drinking the rosé. I tried different ones.
Yeah, no, I sampled, the shot glass sample, but yeah, no, they were very generous with their samples. Nice.
Very and like an age range of people there. I mean, kids, young adults,
I
older.
could see like having an event there. It was nice.
Yeah,
And then
I-
they have like a museum in addition to it, so it's not just show up and drink. You can like walk through, and you can go on tours and yeah.
Is this a college town?
It's right by New Paltz, so
Yeah, it's close.
yeah, really close. Like less than 10 miles. There was definitely college kids there because I heard them talking
Yeah.
about like,
College thing.
College
Like
stuff.
doing really near like a mining town, and they have a mining college, and they give away free samples, kind of sort of similar to what you guys are talking about. So it kind of makes sense.
Where is that?
Golden, of course. You ever drink a Coors Light? It's in Golden.
Colorado?
Yeah, they give away
Coors?
free samples, and you would believe.
Really?
Yes, three a day. Like, all the college kids can go get fucking samples every day. Like, every day. We're talking Monday through Sunday. You can go get a free beer, 3 free beers every day.
Full beers?
Yes, and we're talking about fresh off the tap. Like, it was just brewed there. It's
Oh,
not
wow.
like across the country. No, it is fresh from there.
We gotta put the
It's
Coors
amazing.
Brewery on our bucket list. Definitely.
Golden, Colorado. Yeah, it's a place to be, man.
All right, so after the cider, we went back home, to the hotel.
Wait a second.
I know.
Wait a
I
second.
can't believe
We
we
missed
left this
something.
out.
Yeah.
We totally left this out. Oh my gosh. So I knew it was like a religious hotel.
Yes.
When we got there, because I went to the store or whatever, I'm like, Dina, oh my God, Dina, oh my God. So the buses coming in.
Yes, there were just buses of people.
Coming to the hotel.
And to the diner.
Yes.
Yes.
And they were so well dressed, like
To the nines.
suits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
guys in suits and women in like Sunday clothes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, they
Better than church Sunday.
yeah, it was
It was Friday and
Friday and Saturday. Yeah.
So, we...
Sitting in the lobby of the hotel.
Oh, the next morning for
Yeah.
breakfast.
Well, this is the same morning of the UFO thing.
Yes, yes.
So this is before any
Yeah.
of this happened. And I was down there a little beforehand, and I'm listening to conversations, and they're calling each other brothers and sisters. So I'm like, I was right. Religious.
And then you started observing what was happening around.
Yes. And then I looked to my left on the TV, and it says the JW Network. And I'm like, oh, that's strange. But one of the commercials on the TV was this woman who was carrying a lot of packages and pushing a stroller, and her child gets out of the stroller and runs away, so she goes to get him. So in the trying to get the kid, well, the packages fall to the floor, and these two people, this elderly couple, come running over to her, pick up her packages, and then they hand her a pamphlet. So I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I heard the table next to us, they're talking about this. How did you feel about this? And she's like, I was a little overwhelmed. And she was like, well, this guy, he's a 5th generation witness. And I'm like, JW channel? Witness? This freaking place is owned by the Jehovah Witnesses.
Yeah, so it wasn't even people staying, like the people staying there were Jehovah Witness, but the whole
hotel
was owned by
Jehovah
Jehovah.
Witness.
Wait. And you guys stayed?
Yeah.
Kevin, we were not, nobody really spoke to us.
No, they were afraid of us.
Yeah.
I think.
I said fingers on your forehead, just like I do.
I was a little insulted, to be honest with you. Like, they hand out literature to everybody, but they never once even approached us.
Nope.
Not once.
A 5th generation JW? That's intense.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's a
I
lot
know.
of...
Brother this, sister that. I was like, oh God, we are in Baptist heaven.
And then we met...
It was worse.
Yeah, but then when we were at the festival eating the pizza, we met those
Locals.
2 guys
Yeah.
that were locals, and
We told them where we were staying.
and they said, "Oh yes, this is a heavy
Their
Jehovah
headquarters
Witness."
is in Pine Bush, New York.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yeah, and they do own the hotel. And they bust them in because they have that headquarters, so people come, I guess, for training or whatever. Because, they're out there
Yeah.
recruiting all the time.
Creepy. There's a new documentary on Netflix. It was published like 3 months ago about like a society like that, man. That's nuts.
So, I mean, I was a little insulted how they were, coming up to us and, handing us pamphlets. But,
Yeah.
she made sense when what'd you say?
I said, they're not going to come up to us. They're going to think we're a lesbian couple. We're covered in tattoos. And we were walking around at one point with a full bottle of wine, getting the bar to open this bottle of wine for us.
And I know, and I went outside, because we were sitting by the pool, and the lady was like, are you taking that to the pool? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, no. So what did I do?
Whoa. You guys went to the pool without a wine bottle opener? What the?
I know.
Well, yeah.
I know. Why don't we travel? I said, why don't we have a traveling wine bottle? That was a bad on our
You know what?
part.
I have one somewhere. I just didn't have enough time to
so why don't we have a
search.
keychain opener, everything?
Yeah.
We should have a... But I don't even have a bottle opener, like, for beer.
Yeah.
Forget about a wine bottle.
Yeah.
So what did I do? I went out the front door. I told her I was going to go put it away. Went out the front door. We smuggled some wine into the pool, and all was good. But I'm sure they knew I did that, too. But they weren't about to tell Satan
No.
not to bring wine to the pool. I said, oh, God, we were sitting it. We were, you know, like how I said... You know, we were prevented from going to Taste of Country, but we were sent to something way cool because not only was it UFO weekend was rescheduled to that particular day.
Because that weekend that it was originally supposed to be was in May, and apparently they got hit with like tornadoes that weekend.
So they had to reschedule it.
They had no electricity, and there were just damage of things, so they rescheduled it to this weekend.
Yeah, while we were there. So we got directed there, but then I'm like, we also got directed to the
Jehovah's Witness hotel.
That was a joke. I mean...
Somebody was playing a joke on us.
It
was a nice hotel, though.
Oh my God, so super clean. They're super clean people. But the thing is that they gather a lot.
Yes.
Constantly, they were hanging out in the lobby, chilling on the couches
like
with
kids
each other.
were sleeping on the couches.
Yes. Yeah. Like they're like a communal group of people, which is cool and all, but when you're the outcast and you're walking in on it, it's a little
yeah.
I don't know. I guess we've made people feel like that at times, you know.
Sure.
I'd sit next to them. I'd have a conversation.
Yeah, I wouldn't not. We just we're doing our own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We didn't really have a lot of downtime.
No,
this
we
weekend
didn't.
at all.
No, because when we came home from the orchard, that's where we were before. When we came home from the Angry Orchard, we just wanted to like get changed real quick.
Chill out for a little bit.
Yes. Eat. Did we eat dinner?
Yeah. We went
To the diner. Yes. Because we had intentions of going to the diner and asking the waitress to hang out and talk with us, but
she was at that point
the night manager and the diner was freaking popping.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it was because it's the UFO diner in UFO town. This was UFO town. On there, they gave us bags. Well, we took them, but they were giving them away.
Yeah.
Local bags for like the town chamber of commerce, and on the bag is an alien.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is an alien time. In every window, there were aliens painted in the windows. This is a UFO.
I mean, there's
town.
a whole background story to this town being so engulfed in aliens
there was like lectures going on all day, and one of the lectures they were talking about how there were like multiple sightings in that area, and not just Pine Bush, but the surrounding area, like Bear Mountain and places like that. So it has alien blood in it. All right, so we go to the CE5.
Yes, and you know what? I didn't really know what to expect when we decided to go.
Yeah, and
I was a little nervous.
And we were tired, and I was like, no, we're going.
Yeah, because we would have regretted not going.
We're going.
Yeah.
Like, how often do you get to go try to encourage aliens to come to Earth?
Yeah.
Never.
I
mean, I wouldn't even know where to start. We've gone on ghost hunts before and, you know, tried to summon, you know, people from the other side, but
I think what made me nervous is that, you know, we don't know this place. We don't know anything about it. So, and it's 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. By the time everything was started, it was close to 10 o'clock. So we pulled down that...
Scary. It's so dark up there.
We pulled down that one road.
Yes. And we're relying on GPSs, which are not always accurate.
And we passed by a whole group of people on the side of the road, and they had there was a flashlight, like a light, I guess, to tell people that this is where the meeting point is.
Right. It was,
and parking was scarce because it was in a residential area
on the side of the road, in like a park in the middle of a regular old park. So we find there. We were misdirected the first time because
there's a few entrances to this park.
And the first one was locked. So we reroute, and we go to the other entrance, and we find the group of people gathered, and we sit in the grass.
Yes, we had blankets. There were people in lawn chairs, and we were just listening to conversation because the one guy, I guess, that was running it.
He was from the Brockport Paranormal Society, and usually they do ghost hunting and stuff like that. And then, he said instead, let's try something new. He right off said he's not a professional at this because they usually do the other paranormal stuff. But because it was a UFO festival, let's try this and see what happens. So he started by telling us to kind of meditate.
Yeah, it was definitely, he had us close our eyes, and he wanted us to think about, just think about a spot in the sky, and, he kind of talked us through breathing, and just to relax, like, let go of everything that you have going on in your head, and really just focus on being there at that moment.
And then, like, kind of asking for it, and he said, not to expect too much, because it wasn't a full summons, but it was more or less like, we want to know that you're out there kind of encounter. So to expect like a light show or flashes in the sky or something like that. And there was a lot of air activity for
the
night.
And you know what, as I was sitting there thinking, I was because it's hard to kind of figure out if you're seeing a plane, if you're seeing the stars, because they tell you a lot of the time stars will burn out and you will see them just like blinking and then just disappear. So, you really don't actually notice this until you're actually focused on what's going on up there.
We're in a dark area.
Yes.
And there were fireflies.
Yes.
So those were distracting as well, because off in a distance, they can appear to be something else. So a lot of these things that we were seeing, and people were saying, because they had like a far laser that would point.
Yes,
to things
they had like really, it was a flashlight type thing, and it just went right into the sky.
And then we would, well, not us, but they would say, okay, no, that's what this is. It's a plane, or it's this, or it's a star, or it's whatever.
Yep.
But
even before that, did you hear all the animal noises? Like, there were a lot of frogs. I heard the
frogs.
noises of, like, the tree frogs or whatever type of frogs they were.
Are the cicadas that make that, like, loud
There are
noise?
some bugs that make that noise, too, yeah. And then you even hear, like, owls at times. And that was when this whole
thing started
event happened, and I didn't notice the owl until everything was happening.
So there's this like light that was kind of like floating, and I'm like, Dina, that's like higher than all the other planes. Like that's
and the planes have like red lights on them, and you can
navigational lights.
Yeah.
And this thing was like a white, like little ball of light, and then it came, and then all of a sudden it like exploded.
Yeah.
Into like a sparkler kind of light.
Yeah.
Like a pure white.
Yep.
Big.
Yeah. And it wasn't a shooting star.
Nope.
Because then it would come back as just like a little light.
Yep.
It would disappear. It would then come back again.
And then it burst.
And the guy, he knew what was happening, because he said, wait for it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the burst happened.
Like, let's see if they do it again. Let's hope they do it again. And it did it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And there were people who live for this stuff there. Like I said, we're interested in it, but we don't live for it. And every time that burst, that light, it was like the purest white I've ever seen in my life.
And people are, they want us to explain it to them, and it's, unless you were there, it was hard.
Video.
Yeah.
But we definitely...
wasn't even thinking of my phone at that point.
I know.
Because I didn't want to take my eyes off of what was happening.
Right? What if something good happens? That was like a real living in the moment kind of situation. And there's no doubt in my mind that we saw a UFO.
Yeah. It was definitely some sort of...
Not from here.
Unidentified flying object.
Yeah.
And like you said, it was too high to be a plane.
And it was like playing games with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just stopped.
And they know they're so intelligent, and we have this in our mind, and they can read minds, these intelligent beings. Yeah.
It was definitely an experience.
Like Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, they knew we had tattoos on our feet of aliens.
Yeah, they came to see us. Jay-Z.
Yeah.
All these earthly aliens said, let's go visit the girls. Because we sent them
That was
there.
worth it.
Because they sent us there. The aliens sent us there.
Yeah. And if you if you remember back in episode 2, we had some alien encounters with our podcast.
Yeah, the aliens ate our second episode.
Yeah. And they were coming back to...
They did, and you can go back and listen to episode 2, which was, what's 11 minus 2? That was 9 episodes ago. I absolutely said, because we tried to record it 17 times, and it just wasn't working, and I said, whatever, the aliens ate it. So you go back to episode 2 and you listen. The aliens and us are tight.
Yep.
We're tight. They helped us out. They got us our 11th episode.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was definitely, I mean, people don't believe us, but something was there.
We are now one with the aliens because we're not from here. Humans aren't real.
Yeah.
That was my
that was a big T-shirt.
And I want one of those.
Yeah.
All right. So then, to wrap up the trip, we had one last meal at the diner.
We had breakfast this morning there.
We did. So we had a lunch, a dinner, and a breakfast at the diner. We did good. They're our friends now. I kind of miss the place.
I know.
I feel like we bonded.
We might have to go back and just...
Maybe we'll go back for the next year's UFO festival because it's going to be May, right?
Yes.
We should go back.
And then we should just go for that and
Yeah. And really UFO get dressed up and enter the pageants.
Oh yes.
Oh my god. We could make this a thing. All right. So then on the way home today we stopped at in Newburgh where OCC Choppers is.
Yes.
The film with the family that builds motorcycles. And we went to Motorcyclopedia. And it was fun.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it's super cheap too for a museum. It was $11, and you get to. It's huge.
2 floors.
If you are,
I thought we were on the first floor, but it was weird how it was. We walked in and we had to go downstairs. Was the I don't know. It was just really weird how it was set up.
God. Whatever it was gigantic.
And it was so much information, so much history behind everything that they had.
And they had JFK's motorcade bike in there, the one that was in.
You could literally spend hours in there just reading, even if you're not interested in.
And that's kind of what led us there because we were looking for something to do. We follow this thing when we go on road trips that tells you about the roadside attractions. We saw McKinley with the flag too.
Yes,
that was the roadside attraction for upstate New York in the area that we were. But the Motorcyclopedia was another one, and when we were, iffy about going, I was like, look at the reviews. Every single review was 5.
Yeah.
Even for people that don't care about motorcycles.
And that's what they said.
Yeah. So it was a good weekend. So even though our plans faltered and the thing that we've been planning for 8 months.
Yep. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, it does. We saw a fucking UFO.
Yes. And that made everything worth it.
We saw a UFO.
I don't care what people say.
But they can't say anything. They weren't there and we were.
I know.
I saw it with my own eyes.
And those people that were with us saw it.
And they were, yeah!
They were excited.
Yeah!
Yeah, no, that was happening. Yes. And it was dark out, so you weren't expecting it.
And not for nothing, but the guys said that they were not experts in that particular area. Yeah. If they had more experience, and they said we expected nobody to show up, and there was more than a dozen of us there.
Yep.
So I think that the fact that all that energy was there, we were all there for the same reason, looking for the same thing, and we got it.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to ask for something, people, because you just might get it.
And don't be afraid to follow signs.
Yes, follow the signs.
Yes.
All right, try not to misread them as black clouds or bumps, as you were trying to call them earlier. Those were not freaking bumps.
Yeah, no, those were bigger than bumps.
My whole body hurt. I mean, you know what? And
we did do a lot of walking this weekend.
My calves are killing me.
Yeah. It was good, though.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't really hot out.
Yeah, no.
It was beautiful. Dry, 80. Great.
It was nice.
It was a little warm at that
orchard.
Yeah.
I was hot.
Well, you were dying.
Oh, I needed shade.
Yeah.
I found it, but all right. So that's this week.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't sound like the end of the world, but and talk about daily life and what's going on here and work and personal. So all of that stuff that things are supposed to be fun turned out to be too much work, and then ended up being a sign and a path and an experience
and
that
it led us to somewhere that we would never have thought to be.
Pine Bush,
New York.
I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
I know.
Oh, it's fun. All right, so thanks for sticking around for episode 11.
Yes.
I don't know what kind of adventures we have going on this week, but we'll find something to talk about next week.
Mm-hmm.
And,
don't forget to follow
Instagram.
us.
Oh, iTunes.
Yes, iTunes.
Yes, we are new lovers of
Yes. Facebook.
Twitter. YouTube.
Yes.
Okay, and there we go.
Mm-hmm.
So, see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.